I am going to walk through Lab 1 Intro to Python. I will not be going through the installation steps. I will only be addressing the code and the output that are needed to be submitted to Canvas. This will be a similar process for all of the programs that we work on in the future through the course. So we're going to start by opening our shell. If you're online in a Chromebook, you haven't got IDLE installed, you can use onlinegdb.com or you can use Replit. That's Replit, R-E-P-L-I-T. Just do a search online for it. It'll pop up first result. So to get started here, we're going to open IDLE or idle. I open it. This is a shell. It says IDL shell, IDLE shell. I'm on version 3.13.3. I'm going to dock this onto my screen. I want it at the side of the screen. I want to see everything that I'm going to be working on right in front of me. I'm going to open a new file. I click on File, click New File. That opens the editor window. You can write commands in the shell window. This is the print function, and it works. It just printed hello to the screen. The editor window will run an entire program. The shell will only run one command at a time. So I'm going to start off by writing our header section. The header section is a comment, a multi-line comment. It is going to be defined by 3 quotes on either side of the comment, top and bottom. So you can use single quotes or you can use double quotes. That is not quotes. Those were semicolons. There's 3 single quotes. I want to see your name. I want to see what class we're in. And I want to see what section you're in. Next, I want you to put in the date. So 6/25/2025. I want to see the name of the lab, Lab 1, and I want a brief description of the lab. In this particular instance, an intro to Python is perfectly fine. But honestly, I would prefer something a little more descriptive. That is all we are putting into the head or the header. This is the step 3 in this little section is the actual code that we're going to enter into Python. This is just typed verbatim. The hash sign here at the start, you can see it's bright red. That is indicating a single line comment. A multi-line comment is highlighted in green because it is within quote marks. Anything that appears within quotes in the IDLE shell will highlight as green. Other IDEs, integrated development environments, have different color schemes they apply for code highlighting, syntax highlighting, but this is IDLEs. So we're making a comment, we're just completely copying the text that is in that image so that this program displays the author's introduction. The next comment says display personal information. If I can spell information correctly. And I missed personal. These are computers though. We can move around on the screen. It's not compulsory to stay in the one place. So that is the print function. It's an empty print function right now. That means it is not going to print anything to the screen. If I save and run this file, I clicked, if anybody wants to know what I did there, I clicked on the run up here in the menu. It opened this, that the source file must be saved to run. So I'm going to click OK. It's going to come up with this. I'm just going to navigate to my folder. I've already done this lab a million times, so I'm just going to replace what's in there. And as you can see, nothing happened. Well, this line came up and then there was a blank line. That's because we printed nothing. It's a blank. Now here we are going to change this to your name, or my name in this case. Then I'm going to hit my F5 key on my keyboard so you won't see the mouse go up to the menu, enter, and there you can see the same code. The only difference was this line, which is just my name. Anything that appears within quotes is exactly as intended. The computer does not do anything with this. You have to do string manipulation to change those. But in this case, we just want a string literal. That's what this is. It does not change. It's a string literal. So the next line we want to do is, again, we are still using the print function. We type the name of the class and our section number. And whatever section you're in, put the section number. Don't write the words out. Close your parentheses for the print function and close your quotes for the print function. The next line is again an empty print function. This is just add a little bit of spacing so that we can see what it looks like. I'm going to save that file and hit F5, and we can see I have the blank line back at the bottom and the text that I put in the print function printed to the shell over here. The next part of this is our self-introduction. So introduction, self, exactly as on the screen. This is the one bit where we get to be creative. I want you to write an introduction for yourself. I am a software developer and I want to be an astronaut when I graduate. That is all not true. I'm too old, fat, and heavy to be an astronaut, but there we go. I'm going to run that program again. I am a software developer and I want to be an astronaut when I graduate. Printed to the shell. That is the entirety of that module, of that lab. All the code has been written. The only thing we have left to do at this point is to copy our output. So because I'm on a Windows machine, I can use the Shift, Windows, and S keys together, and it will open up the snipping tool. That's this little white X that you see moving around on the screen right now. Then I set that over the content I want to snip. I copy it all out. You can see that restart line. That is telling me what file it ran, so I can visually tell what I'm doing. Now I want to open the Paint program. I'm going to paste my output in there. I'm going to file, save as, and select JPEG. Then I'm going to save that as quinn_lab1_output.jpg. I'm going to save that. I already had it saved, so I had to replace it. I'm going to close the window. We go back over here to the lab. I'm still doing we go to the file upload screen and we choose a file to upload. I'm going to go to my class, go to the labs. I have lab 1. That is the code file. I want to add another file because I have to upload the output file. So I'm going lab 1 output. There I have both files. I submit them both. I get a confirmation. Well, the page refreshed. I can see what I've submitted, when I submitted it. You can see it's very, very late at this point, but that is all you need to do for lab 1. Every lab with code will follow the same platform. If there is one Python file, I want to see one output file to match it. If there are 3 Python files, I want 3 output files labeled appropriately to the program that they have been run with.